What's going on, Detroit Lions fans? I have to be, hopefully, I'm a safety net for you guys. Hopefully, I could calm some people down. I know if you're on Twitter or on Facebook or any type of social media, if not, and you're getting the news directly from me, I much appreciate me being your source of news. You guys have already probably heard by now that Penei Sewell injured his foot in practice today. Okay, I'm going to talk some training camp stuff, but that's the big news coming out of training camp. Now, this sucks, but until I hear exactly what the injury was, I'm not going to sweat it. I'm going to pretend everything's okay. The keyword is pretend. I don't know. I have to assume that everything is fine until I get an official word. So according to some multiple sources from Twitter, most of the beat writers have all said the same thing. Penei Sewell left today's scrimmage with a foot injury. The trainers took his shoe and sock off to evaluate the injury. But here's the key. Penei Sewell put the shoe back on and limped to the locker room. Now, if this were a serious injury, I feel as if a cart would have been brought out. There would have been some more assistance to get him into the locker room. If you've ever been to the Detroit Lions practice facility, you know that the walk from the field to the actual facility where the players suit up and get ready at it's a little bit of a distance. I don't know exactly how far, but it's a decent walk. It's not like just, going up a tunnel and hanging a left into the locker room. It's a little bit of a ways. If I had to ballpark it, and I'm probably wrong, maybe someone can give me a more close estimate, but I've been to some practices. It's maybe 200, 300 yards. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a little bit of a way. So when your all pro tackle has a foot injury and it gets evaluated on the field, and they say, you're good enough to walk back to the facility unless you really don't need to. That should be a sign, okay? You got to sometimes follow the breadcrumbs. If you've seen enough injuries or even close injuries, if it's something that they don't feel like he should be putting any weight on, a cart would have been brought out. He would have been assisted by some trainers to get to the locker room. He limped. Okay, it's a foot injury. He got injured. That's why he came out of the game. He's a big dude, all right? He's got a boo-boo. It's okay. It happens, guys. It's the NFL. It's football. I don't know what happened. He could have been stepped on. He could have rolled it a little bit. A lot of different possibilities. All right. I'm not stressing. I'm not worried until I hear something more definitive that's going to give me bad news. This is just a boo-boo. That's how I'm going to play it. Whether maybe I have blinders on, because my initial reaction was I'll cut my whole leg off right now and give it to Penei Sewell if he needs it. But once I sat down, kind of dissected it a little bit more, I'm just thinking they're not going to let this dude just walk to the locker room if he's got something serious going on. So let's all just relax. Let's take a deep breath and say it's going to be okay. He's got a little bruise on his pinky toe. That's probably what I have to imagine it is until I know something more definitive, which will probably come out late tonight, maybe early tomorrow. And I don't even plan on talking about it again. I feel like that's how minor of an injury it is. Got to put some power of positivity into this world, guys. When it comes to injuries, man, I hate injuries. I don't care if it's my least favorite player in the NFL. I don't even know who that would be anymore. It used to be like Eli Manning. I hated Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger. Those, I don't know. I never liked them, but I never wanted them to get hurt. I don't cheer for injuries in the NFL. So, I'm kind of expecting to get a couple of texts from a Vikings fan of mine that hasn't happened yet. A real good friend of mine. I told you the story last week when he was kind of getting hit hard with the JJ McCarthy news and the Jordan Addison. And I said, injuries take away from football. All right. Why do we watch football? It's for the competitiveness. If you have a watered down product out there, it kind of takes away from that satisfaction. When the Detroit Lions win, I want them to beat the best teams. That's why we play this game, or that's why we enjoy watching this game. It is for the competition. You want the best competition possible. And I don't cheer for injuries. This sucks. It's going to be okay. I'm sure he's just going to have to take a little bit of time. Penei Sewell, the heart and soul of this team. One of my favorite things about game day is when we get to the field, me and my wife and a couple buddies, we meet up, we grab a couple drinks. After tailgating, we kind of do a lap around the stadium, maybe hit the gift shop if we're buying a jersey or doing a jersey giveaway, or we kind of just hang around. But once the players come out of the field and they're warming up, right before they go into the locker room, Penei Sewell just kind of rallies the troops around him, and he gives his speech before the game. And I never know what's being said when I'm at the games. I usually jump on Twitter and someone has it uploaded, someone who works for the team. I'm like, all right, man, I'm ready to go. Penei Sewell's got the boys fired up. He's got me fired up. Let's get the ball in the air. Let's play some football. So that's the heart and soul of the team. But guys, I'm just trying to calm everyone down, okay? And trust me, there's times where I need to be calmed down. After the Lions, if we lose a game, I come on here. You guys can see I take off the earphones here, and you can see how red my ears are because I'm pissed. My wife will attribute to this. When the Detroit Lions lose, I am not pleasant to be around for 2 or 3 days until I'm over it. Get back to work, do another show. Show goes on. Got to get back to business. But I'm not pleasant when the Detroit Lions lose. So I'm trying to be the voice of reason for everyone who's panicking right now. And I get it. It's a big season, and this is a big part of our team. I understand the concerns. But let's just hold off. Let's let the medical staff do their job. Let him get evaluated, get his X-ray, MRI, whatever he needs. And we'll figure it out when something more definitive comes on. But with the information and the knowledge that I have right now today, I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to worry. I'll cross whatever bridge we need to cross when the time comes, guys. So kind of some bad news, but I'm thinking it's going to be good news. Okay. We're going to be fine. A couple days, day or two, it's going to come out. Dean Campbell's going to say, man, I don't know why everyone was stressed. Don't you guys know who Penei Sewell is? He's a junkyard dog. He'd go out there with no foot if he could. It's just, we got to just give it some time. My level of concern right now is a 1, only because I have to just give it a number, I guess. I don't want to say it's a 3 or a 4 because I'm not stressed. I'm not worried. We'll cross bridges when we get there, guys. For now, hopefully I've kind of talked some reason into you. Hopefully I've calmed some people down. I understand the possibilities of what it could be, but if I don't know what it is, I'm not going to stress about it. Give us some time. Stick around, guys. Hit that like button. I'll be back later with another show.